We will now hear from our second Harvard Medical School Class Day speaker, Mugdha Joshi. Her speech is titled Between the Facts.
I collect quotes. Over the last 4 years, I've jotted down several between facts that I picked up on rounds. Going through them while sheltering in place has been a fun form of entertainment and has also provided some perspective. Two big takeaways. First, the facts basically stood zero chance. But second, the quotes between them, they feel like lessons that stuck. August 1st, 2016, the first day of medical school. Crossing that crosswalk of death between Vandy and TMEC, I was thinking about how I was living the dream. A shared dream of all of the people who had ever supported me. Literally generations of hard work, all culminating in me being able to have this moment, the first day at HMS. These words by Sonia Sotomayor captured how I felt. I am an ordinary person who has been blessed with extraordinary opportunities and experiences. Today is one of those experiences. Feeling like an ordinary person brought with it feelings of imposter syndrome, but it also brought with it a humility for how extraordinarily lucky we are to have met each other, to have been inspired by the best mentors, and to have grown into doctors here. That feeling of being blessed has slipped away many times over the course of med school, but thinking back to the excitement of that first day always jolts me back to a state of gratitude, a much better state. The lesson, the lives we lead are extraordinary, and it can help to remember that. September 24th, 2017. The night before PCE, a totally different set of emotions. I was so afraid that I would never know enough, that I would do all of the wrong things, and I would never make any progress. In my anxiety, these words by T.S. Eliot gave me some comfort. If you aren't in over your head, how do you know how tall you are? As they promised, it was so hard. I remember questioning whether I was still a person or if I had been replaced by a robot who could only ask, "So, what are you on this month?" when I saw my friends after weeks. Tears were shed. Peripheral nerves went in one ear and out the other. And we doubted ourselves. But surely we found our footing. I learned that I could show up clueless on day one, but somewhere, a few weeks into a rotation, I could trust that I would learn what to do. March 17th, 2017. I'd gotten to catch up with a patient I'd been following since the beginning of PCE. By the time we met, she was in a wheelchair, but she used to be a dancer. Her favorite quote, "Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain." We all met patients like her who left unforgettable marks on our lives, who taught us the very meaning of the word resilience and helped us define our callings. Alongside this budding doctorhood, we also found our own sources of strength and resilience. We turned to our friendships, our families, our new interests as we learned to take care of ourselves. The lesson, we define for ourselves what it means to dance in the rain. We're graduating at a time when all of medicine is afraid, uncertain, and feels in over its head. But because of these lessons that were tucked between the facts, I think we are ready. From that first day feeling of living the dream, we learn to be thankful for our opportunities. And with this, we can fight disillusionment and strive humbly for the marks that we will leave on the world. From the sheer terror of the night before PCE, we learned that being in over our heads does indeed allow us to demonstrate how tall we are. We are prepared to be brave and confident, that we can walk into what we do not know and do what once felt impossible. From our patients, our teachers, and from each other, we learn to define for ourselves what it means to dance in the rain. And with this, we can find meaning in our work and joy in our lives. The challenges of COVID-19 and every challenge that comes after is going to ask us to apply these lessons. They will surely be harder than the trial runs we faced, but here at HMS, I found a faith in myself and in each of you that when we jump in, we can figure it out with gratitude, with confidence, and with resilience. May 28th, 2020, graduation day. These wise words by Winnie the Pooh about honey. How grateful am I to have had something that makes saying goodbye so hard. To our faculty, we could not have gotten here without you. And to my classmates, it has been my deepest pleasure to laugh, learn, and grow with you. Like Pooh's honey, medical school was sweet. Sometimes kind of sticky, well savored, and ultimately gone before we knew it. Thank you all so much.